before I left.
That's what my truck said.
Well, I guess I didn't.
And it's as good as any meteorologist.
I didn't walk back from lunch without a coat, so.
And there's on the bank, there's a thermometer right on that too. You can take a peek. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever looked at that for my temperature though.
You don't?
No.
It's pretty accurate.
No. Can you see it from your apartment?
I'd have to be kind of stretching out over the balcony, but I could. And so I don't often look at it.
No? That's not your daily weather channel?
No. I watch the weather and then I make my own determinations. As you know, meteorologists pretty much suck.
Yeah.
And I think I'm better.
Do you watch the weather on TV every morning?
No, I watch it at night.
At night?
Yeah. Okay. And so I make my own determinations of what tomorrow's going to be like. Because all I have to do is see the maps. And I'll figure it out. I'm usually pretty good.
Like your own
I told you that it wasn't going to snow, right?
That's true, and it didn't.
Yeah.
Well, as far as I know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, Alex, we have a guest today that I've kind of been ignoring here just too much. Angie Van-Gundy joins us today. Good morning, Angie.
Good morning.
You're here to talk about sleep and heavenly peace.
I am.
We're going to talk about that in a little bit because I've just learned about this, so I want to learn more. This will be fun.
Perfect.
So if you bear with us a bit, we have some housekeeping things that Alex makes me do. It's here on my list. I would like to start with police report.
I mean, you have kind of skipped the police report the last few times.
But I always get it in.
You always get it in. But only like bad stuff. No funny stuff. Only bad stuff and boring stuff.
Oh, stuff that...
Yeah, you do. We don't want to talk about it in the morning. Okay. We don't want to start off the morning with.
All right. Well, then can we talk weather?
Yeah,
we can talk weather. Today, clouds are increasing because we're going to have a little rain tomorrow.
Yeah, do you believe that or do you think it's fake?
Oh, I didn't even see it. It does say tonight rain likely. No, it's going to rain.
Oh, okay.
We're going to have a little shower.
Okay. I'll trust you.
We got a high of 58 today. That's still take your coat off. You don't need your mittens.
No mittens.
Tomorrow, tonight rain likely, low of 37. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, high of 42. Tonight is Hawkeye Wrestling, by the way.
Cool.
You know what NCAA folk style wrestling? You ever heard of it? Iowa Hawkeyes?
No, I've never heard of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Okay. Don't they have the good guy Spencer Lee?
Spencer Lee, he's graduated.
Okay. He's graduated. Okay.
Yeah. So he's now trying to. He's already qualified for the Olympic trials.
Oh.
But he wants to be in the Olympics.
Is that what you do after? Like, what do you do after college wrestling?
Pretty much you go that way or MMA.
WWE.
Or you could do that.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Many guys have done it. Brock Lesnar. Mm-hmm. He was in MMA and WWE. Yeah. You heard of Brock Lesnar?
Yeah, I heard the name.
He was a heavyweight from Minnesota and a national champ. Just big, badass dude. Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
John Cena.
Yeah. John Cena was a wrestler.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. A lot of these guys start out that way. See what we talk about, Angie? Just a lot of nothing. You're giddy with excitement, aren't you?
I am.
All right, tomorrow, we did that. Community events. We have this Saturday, we've talked a couple times about this, the YMCA's Christmas Bazaar. Mm-hmm. That's at the YMCA from 8 to 1. That's if you get registered, you can take your kiddos there, and there are very affordable presents that kids can get for family members or friends or what have you. Saturday and Sunday is the free holiday merchant movies. That time is at 11 a.m. at the oldest continuing running theater in the world. The movie is TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yep, Diana knew without even
she's got boys that age.
Oh, I guess so, yeah.
So she's gonna know that. I suppose Mike knew too, didn't he?
I don't know. They don't have holiday merchant movies in Mount Pleasant, so we don't.
Yeah, you know why?
Why?
Well, no, I'm not gonna rag on Mount Pleasant anymore. They just don't care about their kids, do they?
They don't.
Mike, if he was any kind of a guy at all, he'd probably try and start that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get him on that.
Next Thursday, we have the ugly sweater crawl.
Yep.
Downtown Washington, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Fun time.
You remember that?
No, I don't. I got it right here. I got it right
You
here,
have a
so
free
don't forget.
ticket. Yeah.
Yep.
We had Sam in here Monday. We talked about that. We have to start at Mama Llama's, right?
You do. Right across the street, yeah.
So be there,
I'm going to be there at doors open at 10 a.m. I'm going to be waiting outside at like 5 a.m.
Get your ugly sweater
Get
on.
in line.
Or go to Boho Bailey's and get your ugly sweater.
That's true.
Okay. I have one, as you recall.
Did you get it from Boho Bailey's?
No, I looked all over Washington. I couldn't find one ugly enough. Mm-hmm. So I found this one elsewhere.
Oh, okay.
You remember.
It was a good one. It was a good one.
It was a good one.
It was a good one.
So that's kind of all the community events, isn't there?
Yeah.
Nothing else going on?
Nothing else?
Yeah, I covered all this. Hey, let's take a break. We'll come back and talk to Angie.
Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank. Family owned and operated by Andy and Sarah Ross. Ross Auto has been your vehicle repair and maintenance headquarters since 1935. We specialize in all makes of cars and light-duty trucks. With our variety of available services, let us help you keep rolling and your vehicle operating efficiently. Services include general auto repair, alignments, brakes, fuel injection, and more. Schedule your appointment today at 319-653-5656. That's 319-653-5656.
I am Melissa Westfall with Homegirl Realty. Heather and Charlotte and I have worked together for many years, and we have always had a vision to have a business together.
I'm Charlotte Howard, and the good news is we bring a very high level of experience. We have a combined 80 plus years of experience in this real estate marketplace.
I'm Heather Merrick, and Homegirl Realty brings a lot of things to the table. We have phenomenal communication with our clients, buyers, and sellers to make sure things are going smoothly and you don't have anything to worry about.
Hey, what do cows read the most? Catalogs.
Morning and welcome back to Washington Live. We are powered by KCTC. I am your host today, Tim Elliott. We have, I'm still going to go with super producer Alex, even though you kind of forgot to fade us out. I had to remind you.
No, I didn't have the commercial queued up, so I had to cue up the commercial real quick.
I see. Do I need to take some of this load off of you? Do you give me a keyboard or something?
Yeah, you can just say maybe one day we'll switch and I'll stop you.
That could be bad. That could be really bad because I don't know. Can you put your camera on everything? You got rice cakes over here. You got cameras. I don't know what you're even doing.
That was for
what's
yesterday.
this button? What's this going on over here?
This is the camera. So now it's looking at you. Now it's looking at me. Now it's looking at you.
Well, let's look at our guest Angie.
Okay, let's look at our guest Angie.
Angie VanGundy, because she's why we're here today. Good morning, Angie.
Good morning.
This is what this day is like.
It's fun.
And it didn't hurt that I've had a Triple M this morning.
Triple M. Wait, they have stickers now.
They do? Oh, yeah.
I don't think they had those.
It's a local energy dealer. Well, I haven't had one in several weeks. Well, it's been too cold.
Oh.
And I didn't want to wear a glove to carry this back. So
that's true.
Today it was nice and warm. I got my peach please.
Peach please.
This morning. So this is what goes on. But we're actually here to learn about Sleep in Heavenly Peace. Awesome. This is something that you've started, maybe others. Tell me the story.
Okay, the story, Sleep in Heavenly Peace in Washington County. It's a nonprofit organization that my husband Jeff and I have started here in Washington County. So the organization is a national organization, started in 2012. Luke Mickelson had started the organization. They had a need at their church where a family was in need of a child. So they made a bed, donated it to the child. A few weeks later, Luke was home. His kids were home for holiday break. They were driving him crazy. He's like, let's go out to the garage. Let's build something. They had enough lumber left from the previous bed they had built to build another one. So they built a bed. He put it out on social media that it was available if there was a family in need. And he was shocked at the responses that he got, the need for the bed, and also the members of the community willing to donate other items. So that's how it all got started back in 2012. It is.
You know, I was talking to somebody earlier. I did learn about this maybe a week or so ago, Angie. I'm not on Facebook, and that's where everybody learns everything, right?
Right.
And somebody said something about this, and then I heard that you and Jeff were part of it, and I thought, well, that's awesome. But what I also thought was I had no idea that there was such a need, that families didn't have a bed for every child or person, member of the family or something.
Yep. Studies show that 3% of the population are kids that don't have a safe place to sleep. So when you look at the population of Washington County, really there could potentially be 450 kids in our county that don't have a safe place to sleep.
That's hard. That's just hard to imagine. It's hard to.
They could be co-sleeping. They could be sleeping with parents. They could be sleeping with siblings. They could be on the floor. They could be on the couch, on an air mattress, whatever that might be. But for any of those kids, ages 3 to 17, if we are aware of the need, we will provide them a bed completely furnished.
That is awesome. So when you say make a bed, you and Jeff, or Jeff and whoever,
yes,
you're putting the frames together for a twin, or are you usually doing twin beds? Okay.
Yes. Yep. So we do. Jeff and I have recruited a lot of our closest family and friends to be our core team members. Right?
You don't have hardly any family, Angie.
Right. So we have a core team that helps us with the builds. And basically, it is building the actual beds. You know, we could easily go out and buy the beds, but we are building the beds. So Jeff is now at picking up a lot of the lumber so that we can build 15 beds this weekend in our garage.
So you have a big build weekend coming up.
We do, this Sunday. Yep.
And can you build 15 frames in a day?
We can, in about 3 hours.
Wow.
Is anticipation.
So you've got it figured out.
Got it figured out. There's about 10 stations. So we take the raw lumber, you measure them, and you mark them, and you saw them, and you drill them, and you sand them, you stain them.
So it's not just raw lumber. You're actually kind of making it look nice.
Well, yeah.
Good.
We make it look nice. We stain it, and it even has the branding on it. It has SHP on the side of the bed, and so we create those, make those in our shop. It's about getting community members involved, right? Mm-hmm. We want as many fingerprints on the beds as we can, so we recruit community members, service organizations, individuals, businesses to get involved.
And this is not your first big build. You've done others?
Well, we have, Jeff and I were a part of a build that kind of takes me back to how it first initiated, right? How it originated. So I had an opportunity working at Alliant Energy where we needed to do a team building exercise. So Alliant Energy donated $2,500. We went to the Johnson County Sleep in Heavenly Peace chapter. I have some family members that are involved there and some friends. So we did a bed build in the Johnson County area and took an afternoon, provided 15 volunteers, and we built 10 beds for kids in need in Johnson County.
So that was a couple years ago? Or
that was about 6 months ago.
Okay, not very long ago.
And so at that time, I talked to the president of the Johnson County chapter about what would it take to get this in Washington County. It kind of took me back to years ago, I'm not going to say how many years, when I was involved more in the school, when we had kids involved. I was the president of the athletic boosters, involved with the parents involved in education, the PI group at the junior high. And at the time, Eric Buchholz was principal and had asked me to start a parent organization at the high school, that they had some kids with basic needs there. So we had our first meeting, brought some parents in, and he was telling us about a 16-year-old student that he had that had never slept in a bed. Always had a sleeping bag and a pillow.
Excuse me.
And so I kind of got emotional, and he looks at me and he's like, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm okay, but my focus has been all wrong. I've been raising hundreds of thousands of dollars for new weight rooms and bleachers and press boxes and all of these extracurricular things, not knowing that there was such a need for this. So when we did the bed build this summer, then it kind of took me back to, we really probably have a need in Washington County. And then when I started learning more about it and what the studies and the research shows, talking to some of the community members, we really decided that it was important for us to start the nonprofit here in Washington County.
What a great idea. And all it takes is for somebody to have their eyes open at the right time to say, gosh, there's a need.
Yep.
So thank you for having your eyes open at the right time.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you've got a big build this weekend. What do you, how does one get a bed? Do they go to a website or something and say, listen, I have a need?
Yep, you have a need or you know somebody that has a need. It could be a personal request or it could be a referral. Sleep in Heavenly Peace has a website, shpbeds.org, and there is a simple...
Got that, Alex?
Simple process. I'll leave you some literature, but there is a simple process for applying for an application. There's no financial minimums or maximums or anything. If you have a child between 3 and 17 that does not have a safe place to sleep, we will provide that for you as long as you have the space in your home to accommodate a twin bed or a bunk bed.
Will you deliver it as well and
do.
set it up?
Yes, we deliver it,
that's
set it
awesome.
up. It's all complete.
That's awesome. Yeah. So you have no shortage of help, at least for this opening
Correct.
weekend of
Yes,
the build.
Absolutely.
What do you anticipate? Like monthly builds, or you just don't know? It kind of depends on how much demand there is.
Yep, it depends on the demand. Our goal initially was to deliver 100 to 150 beds a year was our initial goal. So,
Wow.
we delivered 6 already, and we have 9 scheduled to be delivered next week already. And so really just trying to get some of these out there before Christmas. And then again, just depending on the demand. So right now we're accommodating Washington County. That includes all of the towns within Washington County. We also incorporated Wayland and Olds just so that we could get the whole Waco school.
Well, they're right on the line, so why not take care of them?
So right now it's Waco, Highland, Washington, and Mid-Prairie that we are assisting with. And then once we get kind of our hands around that, try to get, those beds and that initial need taken care of, then we will expand. Our next area we are looking at would be the Keota area, right there on that Washington County line.
Yeah.
And then also Columbus Junction. We realize that there's a need in the Columbus Junction area. So those will probably be the next zip codes that we add to our chapter.
So you can kind of grow as you basically get the whole community caught up.
Yes.
I can't think, I would have to imagine that delivering those beds is one of the most gratifying things ever.
It is.
To see a little one, I assume mostly little ones, but not necessarily.
Right.
Getting their own space to sleep.
Yep. It is. It's an emotional roller coaster, I have to admit, because sometimes it's sad to see the living conditions, but that's their normal, right?
Yeah.
And we just have to remember that it's for the kids and seeing how happy they are and understanding that. One of the first children that we delivered to last week went to school the next day and indicated that he was not tired, and usually he's tired, and he was telling everybody it was because he had a nice bed with comfy sheets.
Bless his heart.
And he got a good night's sleep.
Yeah, very, very good.
Yeah, very rewarding.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to take a break because I'm getting a little emotional thinking about this. So let's take a little break, and then we'll come back and visit with Angie some more.
Great.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
You know, it's not a question of what all you have and so on with your life. It's who is in your life and how much you care for them and how much they care for you. And Tammy definitely cares.
I met Tammy about 20 years ago when her daughter was in Special Olympics and I was coaching. Told me that she was into doing senior benefits. We became even closer friends. She cares about everybody, especially the seniors, so call her.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics, providing quality health care that puts you first. Whether during a hospital stay, seeing a primary care provider for wellness exams or sick visits, minor surgery to a total joint replacement, or recovering from an injury, we're here when you need us.
More than you expect for your health care. Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
Good morning and welcome back to Washington Live. I'm your host, Tim Elliott. KCTC is powering us along with super producer Alex Snyder. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Alex, for all you do over there. I notice you haven't had any of your rice cakes yet.
Nope, not yet.
But you do have your hand on the pulse of the red buttons over there with the cameras. Enough about you, Alex. We're here talking to Angie VanGundy, and she is, her and her husband, Jeff, founded Sleep in Heavenly Peace here in Washington County. Yep. Very cool thing. So, some questions that I have that we talked about a little bit during break is you've obviously leaned on public for some assistance. You are a nonprofit, so you're not putting any money in your pocket. All this goes to the product. So you've had some help from the community.
We've had great support from the community, both from a financial perspective, donations, and volunteers. So we did receive a $10,000 grant from the Washington County Riverboat Foundation. It was very substantial to help us really with the tools and the supplies and the materials needed to get started.
That's an awesome kick in the pants to get you everything you need. Yeah, that was very helpful. How let's say I'm sure this is on your website or something, but how, like, if I wanted to donate something to you, what can I do? What are the ways that I can help? Just as an individual, other than, I know I could call you up and say, hey, I want to help on a build. Yep. But if I want to give some product of some kind, I'm sure you need sheets or the mattresses. How does all that work?
Yep, absolutely. We take any donations of new products. So that would be any bedding material. That would be mattress protectors, sheet sets, mattresses. Beds in a bag are pretty economical. You can buy those for like $30. They have the comforter, the sheet sets, and so forth. Oh. And then also pillows. So anything for a twin size bed, not twin extra long or any of those, just a regular twin size bed. We take any of those donations. And then, of course, any financial contributions stay here locally. It's a national organization, but we do have our own separate account. Mm-hmm. And so all of that financial contributions stay here locally. So
a national thing. What state was it founded?
Idaho.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And so I wouldn't expect you to know where it all is, but we're certainly here in Iowa, at Johnson County, and here in Washington, and I'm sure there's other counties in Washington, in Iowa. Yes. But overall, in the whole United States, how big of an impact is this having?
Yeah, the impact, we were just notified this week that we will reach our goal of 50,000 beds being delivered to kids in need.
That's astounding. And just this year.
Yeah, just this year in the United States alone.
And this started when? When was this started?
It started in 2012.
Okay.
And then I believe they had a substantial increase in 2018. Mike Rowe did a series on social media about giving back and so forth. And so there is one for
the Dirty Jobs guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so there is, if anybody wants to check that out on social media, there's a YouTube video on that Sleep in Heavenly Peace interview that he did. And so when that came out in 2018, there was a substantial increase in the number of chapters.
Okay.
So right now there is approximately 300 active chapters in the United States. And as you said, we do have one Muscatine County, Johnson County. We have one in the Burlington area, Lynn County, several counties around here.
Oh, so a lot of participation.
Yep.
I can't think of anything more noble. I think this job, Alex, it pays well.
Yeah, we know.
But what the best part is meeting people like Angie. And Angie, I've known you for years and years. But this is the fun part, is learning more about what you and your husband are doing, what you thought about, what you've got started. And once this gets going, this can go on forever, whether you're going to be part of it for a long time, but somebody will pick the reins up when you need to step away and keep this thing going. But what an awesome thing to get started. So thanks very much for doing what you're doing. Yeah. And I'm excited to keep my eyes on this, and it's important to keep our kids safe, comfortable, good night's sleep for them to perform throughout the day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give us your website one more time, please, and then I think Alex is going to have some stuff up on our page that will direct you and have more information about what you're doing.
It's shpbeds.org. And in there, it has an opportunity to apply for a bed. You can find my chapter. So if you find your chapter, it can go to Iowa, Washington County, and then it will show how you can, volunteer, how you can donate, or how you can contribute. They have a bunkhead program that you can enroll for. A $25 contribution every month buys a bed every year. So there's ways that you can contribute to that. And I just want to shout out to you for the opportunity to showcase our nonprofit organization and all the other community members. We have had great support from the businesses around town that are accepting bedding donations, that are donating percentages of sales.
Yeah,
you've had great feedback.
You mentioned during our break that you've got some really solid partners here in town. I don't know if you want to speak about them or not, but some great partners here in town to help you get this off the ground and moving. So
yes.
That's Washington.
That is,
we find ourselves that somebody's in need. We're going to band together and make sure something happens.
Yep,
so
absolutely. Aside from the businesses, we've had a lot of church organizations and service organizations that have reached out and asked how they can help as well.
Yeah,
so it is great.
It's just a super program. So glad you're involved and glad you brought it to Washington County. Let's have a little fun now, because in case you haven't had any fun yet,
all right,
we're going to talk about national days. Alex, you didn't do too bad.
No, you like these?
National Crossword Solvers Day. That's a little blasé for me.
Not a crossword guy.
You like crosswords?
No, I don't.
Yeah. How about you, Angie?
I'm not a crossword person.
Me neither. I'd always
I can't
pick
ever
the
get
wrong
one
answer.
completed, so I give up.
Wordle? Yeah. You guys like Wordle? My wife does that.
Occasionally.
No, my girlfriend does it, but
yeah, there's something to that. I don't know. But every once in a while, she'll get stuck. She'll go, okay, what's this? It's blank, blank, blah, 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 blah. I have no friggin' idea. But you only have like 6 guesses or something. Anyway, National Crossword Solvers Day. If that's your gig, happy days. But the best one is National Brownie Day.
I do like a brownie.
You should have brought brownies in.
I thought you were supposed to bring brownies.
Well, you didn't tell me this until I got here 2 minutes before 10 o'clock.
Yeah, it was perfect. You showed our guest in. It was.
Yeah, how about that? The guest and I arrived at the same time. Were you nervous? Nobody was here.
Well, it sent her like a Teams meeting too, which I didn't mean to. It just like did that. So I was like, does she think it's on Teams? So I sent her an email like 2 minutes before, and then you guys walk in.
Yeah.
So
You should have told me it was brownie day, man. I got some good brownie recipes. I could have brought some.
Well, can we
Do that next
can we
time.
extend Brownie Day to like next Monday, and we can have Angie back on Monday, and we'll just talk about brownies. Okay, so go out and find yourself a brownie. This is what you've been really excited about is playing the birthday game, Angie.
Right, because I'm terrible at ages.
Yeah, well, I'm not very good either. So
Okay.
let's see what happens. We have some very prominent actors and actresses. Oh no, they're all guys, aren't they?
Yep.
Let's see what we got, Alex.
See what we got. First one. You said you knew.
I think I
John
do.
Malkovich.
Yeah, I know him. I'm going to say 63.
Do I just get to say over or under?
Nope, you got.
Because I'm guessing
All
higher.
right, so here's the deal. If you guess it right on, you get 2 points. If you're within 3 years, you get 1 point.
All right. I'm going 68.
Ooh.
70, so she gets a point.
Oh, aren't you happy?
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah. Well, I want you to be happy. I don't want Alex to be overly happy. He roots against me, truly.
I can see that.
Next one.
Yeah.
Ian Somerhalder
No idea who that
from
is.
Vampire Diaries and Lost.
Didn't watch either.
Oh, you should. Lost is my favorite show, so
Lost?
I had to put the two people in here. Lost. ABC show from like 14 years ago.
Was that like where the plane got lost?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it's that one.
Yeah, I remember this thing, but I never watched it.
So he was an actor how many years ago?
I would say Lost. It was like in like 2006, 8.
Okay.
I'd say that was when
Yeah,
it
but
was
he doesn't
Oh,
premiered.
know.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and guess. 42.
Oh my gosh, I'm going younger than that. I'm going 37.
45. Tied up. Tied all up.
Gosh. Well, he
By the
looks
way-
younger in that picture.
By the way, Angie, you don't win a thing for beating me, but you get a gloat like most of the rest of the town.
That's
that you
all.
beat Tim at the birthday game.
Perfect.
Third one. Dominic Monaghan. He's from Lost and Lord of the Rings.
He looks like he was a Lost guy.
Yeah.
No, because I must have watched something because he looks like he was on Lost.
And Lord of the Rings.
Well, I don't watch any of the Lord of the
No?
Rings.
Okay.
No, let's see. The last guy was 45.
He was.
Well, he's got to be close, doesn't he? He's got kind of the same gray.
Is that gray or is that a highlight?
No, it's his beard, isn't it?
Oh, I see. I was looking at his hair.
Maybe some frosted tips.
Yeah.
The lighting is
Yeah.
I can't see his
they
now I
glare
can
so
see the
bad.
tips. But I'm also at a disadvantage because I'm looking sideways.
Oh, is that it?
That's why I get so many wrong.
I see.
Alex, I should move over so I can get a more direct view.
Yeah, you should.
The last one was 45. I'm gonna stay pretty darn close to what my last one was at 41.
Oh, I'll go 47.
47, right on.
Oh, he's giddy with excitement. And Angie says she's no good at this. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember
We
that.
were off air and we were saying, "Oh no, I don't want to do
He's
this."
giving tips. I
Yeah.
don't have to go just by the visual. I got some, taking
knows what-
advantage of
That's
that.
what you're doing. Is you're helping the guests.
Yeah, that's true.
I should pay attention more if
Yeah, you
you're
should.
giving hints. All right.
Last one, Larry Bird.
You got any Larry Bird stories?
Nope.
Did you watch him play basketball?
Oh, I know he's on the Celtics.
He was on the Celtics, and then he coached the Indiana Pacers.
He did.
is
But that was
now-
only for like a year or so, wasn't
He's
it?
completely out. Yeah, he got disgusted with the players, I think.
Oh.
He was there's some good YouTube stuff on him. One of the best NBA players, one of the best basketball players ever. Ever. And when you get, I mean, that's coming from his colleagues, the Magic Johnsons, you know. I think that Larry, I remember, see, I could give you a clue, but I'm not going to because I got to try and tie up.
I know how old we are.
What? You and how old? Yeah.
Yeah, I got it.
What's the score?
What's the score? It's 1-3. So you could still.
She got right on.
Yeah. So
She gets
has
2
3
points.
She has 3 points.
But she had another one right.
Yeah. No, she had another one. 1 point and then 2 points.
So she's got 4.
No, she's got 3 because she had a 1 point. She didn't get exact on, but she got within 3 years.
Okay.
So she has. 3.
Oh, so this week you're given 2 points.
I thought it was 2. Is it 3?
It changes whatever your mood is.
I'll take it. I don't care.
It's always been
still-
2. It's
All right,
always
so you have 3 and I have 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can come back if you get this right on.
Just a minute. I think I'm going to say this is difficult. I'm going to say 64. And I'm really trying to get right on, Angie.
I'm saying 59.
67.
Oh gosh. I
So
was
2
way
to
off.
3, she wins.
You still win.
Still win.
But at least I made it competitive.
That's true.
Sometimes I don't get any right.
Well, I was afraid of that for myself. So.
You did very well. You got
Thank you.
2 out of 4, and I think I got 2 out of 4. He's how much?
He's 67.
I'll be damned. I didn't know he's that old. That's our show for today. Go out and enjoy the weather. Have a brownie. Do a crossword. Look at Angie's Sleep in Heavenly Peace website. Find a way to help that organization out. What a great cause. Angie, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
And I'm sure we'll see you and Jeff around. Alex, have a happy weekend.
Happy weekend.
Until next